Hello everyone, there's a new update to Sim-U-Kraft out today, and there's one new big feature I want to show you, and that's windmills. So the windmills can be used to just brighten up the landscape a bit because they are fully animated, but they do have an actual practical use as well. So I'll just show you how to craft them because it is a bit more complicated than normally, but not too difficult really. It is quite cheap as well, so it's something you could probably get, say, if you start a brand new game, maybe on the second or third day, because you do need quite a bit of wool to make the sails. So the first bit is the base of the windmill. You make that with the stone along the bottom, cobblestone on the middle bit, one too many there, and then a stone on the top there to get this windmill base. So I'll just put that to one side for now. Then you need to make the four vanes that make up the actual sails themselves. So for that I need some sticks. Can't remember how many. I'll make a few. That should be plenty, more than enough. So you lay down a row of sticks and a row of wool to make a single vane, but like I say, you need four, so I'll just craft those. One more, and the four sticks. If you've got biomes aplenty as well, you obviously can use bamboo instead of sticks, but I haven't got any, so can't. So that makes the four windmill vanes, and then you place the vanes down in a pattern like this with a plank in the centre to make the actual sails. And finally you put the sails on top and the base on the bottom, and you get a Sim-U windmill. So once you've got the windmill block, it's just a matter of finding a nice spot for it. It takes up about 5 by 5 space, and well, due to the way it works, it can overlap a building if you put it in the wrong place, but it's easy enough to just break and replace it somewhere else. If you know, it doesn't have to be a flat space either. It will sort of go on a bit of a hill and look alright. Also, it doesn't need to go high up. You can have it at sea level and it'll work just fine. It does spin up faster when there's a storm on, but the height of it doesn't make any difference. Like with all things Sim-U-Kraft, you place it down facing where you want it to be, and also the front left of where you want the windmill to be. So you can place it down in all four directions, but the sails always face you, so just bear that in mind. So if I place it, I don't know, back a bit, just here, you can see instant windmill. And the door's fake, by the way, it's just to make it look nice, and the blades won't chop you in half if they hit you, so they're quite safe. But as you can see, it's spun up to the normal spinning speed. If there was a storm on, they'd spin up a little bit faster, which has another effect which I'll show you in a moment. So like I said, you can just place them in your landscape just to make it look a bit pretty, but they do actually have a function as well. If you go up to the box that you've placed, you can see here some instructions. That's just for, if you're not watching this video, it tells you what it actually does. It'll hold certain contents as well, which will tell you there, and it's basically telling you what it's doing at the moment. It's also saying you do need a chest next to it. Got one here. So you need to place the chest adjacent to it. Most Sim-U-Kraft stuff you can place it within 5 blocks, but the chest will need to go somewhere adjacent to it. So on that spot there, or underneath, or even on top. Although bear in mind this isn't a block, so you can't place it like that. You have to shift click it like that if you want it on top. Again, you can also use other forms of inventory, like a diamond chest from the iron chest mod, a bit more room in them. So let's place down a chest just there, will do. You can see the message goes away then. So what it does functionally is it turns a block of ore into 2 piles of granules. So it kind of doubles it, in other words, and then you can put the granules into any furnace. So I'll just show you how that works. It's not original, original idea. There's a macerator in industrial craft and a pulverizer in thermal expansion. They do the same thing, but they do it a lot better. This is meant as a kind of early game sort of way of doubling your ores, rather than later on in the game where you're going to need a pulverizer, because it does do it really slowly. It's not very powerful at all, with it being wind powered. So all you do is just place the iron ore. I'll throw a couple in there, and you can see they get sucked in. It also works with gold ore. It doesn't work with the other mods ores yet, like copper and tin and things, so I'm hoping to add that too. But for now it's just iron and gold from the vanilla. So if you right click it again, you can see now there's 2 iron ore in there, and it's granulating, and you can see the speed it's going at. It is quite slow. This is just granulating a single block into 2 piles of granules, so it does take quite a while. So it takes about 50 seconds to about a minute to do 1 block, and it's doing the second one now. So if you have a look in the chest now, you've got these 2 iron granules. So I'll borrow those, and like I said, if you stick down a furnace, it'll work with the regular furnaces, all electric furnaces and various other furnaces from mods, anything that smelts anything. So I'll just use a regular one for now. So you just put the iron granules in as you would do any kind of ore, and it'll cook those up. And there you go, they're standard iron ingots. They're not special Sim-U-Kraft iron ingots, they're just regular ones, so you can make tools and weapons and anything you like with those. Now that's the basics of it. You can just use it manually like that. Just place the chest down, put the ore in, it'll suck out the ore and spit out granules, and very slow, so just throw it in there and walk away and do something else. You can automate it quite a bit if you've got other mods installed. It does integrate with Buildcraft. You don't need Buildcraft, by the way, so you can run it without it, but if you have Buildcraft installed, or applied energistics, or anything like that moves things around via pipes and things like that, it'll integrate with those as well. So if I just demonstrate that here, if I just press down, I'll use my diamond chest. So if I place down some Buildcraft stuff, this is just to demonstrate another way of doing it really. It's one of those, and you see it connects up to the transport pipes, and then put some stick some iron in there, and we'll need one of those, and I'll put that behind the back there, flick it on. So you can see now Buildcraft's pumping the iron across into the windmill, and you can see it's going in there and granulating it automatically, and it'll pump it out into the output chest here. And of course you can use an applied energistics export bus as well. Does the same sort of thing as a Buildcraft pipe, a bit more efficient though. And likewise the Buildcraft mechanic, where say like there's iron ore in there at the moment, if you try and pump in gold, Buildcraft will just spit it out all over the floor because it can't obviously mix the two. And likewise there's the usual limit of 64 blocks in there, so if you try to put some more in there, they just won't go and they'll spit out. Or you can just put them in the chest and they'll be pulled in whenever there's room in the windmill. Now, as well as that Buildcraft integration, there's also like a little extra bonus that I put in as well. The windmill will actually produce a small amount of electricity, Buildcraft electricity that is. Now it's not meant to be like a power horse of run your whole system on it. It is very little power. It's meant as a sort of early game access to a little bit of power, or later on you can just hook it into your existing network just to supplement the amount of electricity, because it produces about half a Minecraft joule per tick when the weather's nice, but it does go up to about 1 Minecraft joule when it's windy. I'll show you that in a minute. I know a lot of people play Buildcraft, so thought it might be nice. So I'll just quickly show you that. Got some wooden pipes here. Notice these have changed names to kinesis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Basically conductive. So you connect that up to any of the sides again. It'll produce power from. Just run it a little way. I think I've got a refinery here just to demonstrate how little power it actually works with. Just throw some oil in there, and you can see there that by the indicator that it's struggling for power, but it is working. It is producing a little power, so you can leave this running for days on end and eventually you'll get some fuel out of it. But like I say, half a Minecraft joule per tick isn't a lot. I did try 5 windmills all supplying power, and it's a little better, but like I say, it's there as a supplement power. It's not meant to be free cheap energy, because it is a cheap recipe for the windmill, so I didn't think producing lots of power and grinding things up really quickly would be appropriate. So like I say, it reacts to bad weather as well, so if I just tweak the weather here, make it a bit rainy, you can see that it starts to speed up and go a lot faster. Oh, it's a very brief shower. So anyway, that's windmills. So you can either just use them as decorations, or you can use it to grind down some ores to make double your ores, or you can use it to generate a small amount of Billcraft electricity, or none of the above. So here you can see I've got a single windmill hooked up to this Railcraft rolling machine. It's really struggling there just to run this one machine, so you wouldn't use it to power anything big. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoy the new windmills, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.